is the usual, unfortunately to use the word usual, but terrorism that's been happening. Okay, we've watched, in general, most people don't know this, but between 3 and 6 terrorist attacks or attempted terrorist attacks occur in Israel every single day. The reason why people don't know that is because it's just too much for the news. You can't have that in the news all the time, but that occurs almost all the time. Today, something that occurred in the news that barely made it into the news, you won't see it in any major publication except for small Israeli local publications, is that 2 of my neighbors were driving down the highway and saw a Palestinian and an Israeli soldier wrestling on the ground. They quickly pulled over to see what was happening, and the Palestinian had tried stabbing the soldier and then tried grabbing his gun. They were wrestling, and they were able to, thank God, neutralize the terrorists before anything bad happened. You won't even hear that in the news. What we've seen, and this made it into a viral video, is a lynching where Arabs saw right outside the old city, they saw a car driven by an Israeli driver stuck behind a bus, and they took the opportunity to go ahead and throw rocks at the car, causing the driver to lose control of the car, drive up on the side of the road, and then they tried killing him and tried lynching the driver. Today in Cholon, a man was stabbed. Outside of Nebi Musa, that's the incident I told you about before with my neighbors. There's been car rammings. There's been drive-by shootings that occurred earlier last week. And today the police stopped a shooting here in Yehuda Shomron. This is ongoing. It's connected. Once you start having violence, it leads to more and more violence. It leads to terrorism. And it's important to keep in mind that this is the Palestinian Authority incentivizing through its pay-to-slay programs Palestinians to look at terrorism as not just a viable option of a way of protest, but actually an honorable way of protesting and one that's financially lucrative. You can make a lot of money. A terrorist that conducts a successful terrorist attack will make 6 times as much money per month as a public school teacher in the Palestinian Authority system. So make your choice. Which would you rather do? Would you rather be a teacher and live in poverty, or make 6 times the amount for your family and be a terrorist? Once you have all the other factors coming together, it becomes very easy to become the terrorist. Okay, going on, we have what can we expect going forward?